It's how we all doing? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday. If you're in the Valley, I always like to get things started with the weather. If you're in the Valley, temps around 76 today, going to be down to about 70 tomorrow. Or maybe I got that backwards. Maybe I just gave you some wrong information. No, 70 today, 76 tomorrow. Sorry about that. How's everybody doing? Madden's a little under the weather today. It's fine. We're going to go ahead and end the stream, and she's going to get better, and then we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing all of our Madden and Riley fun stuff, but today we're going to talk about a couple of things. I want to start with March Madness. Baylor beat Gonzaga yesterday, and I can't tell you how little I know about both teams. Not much. I know that Gonzaga had I think Gonzaga had, good morning, Cindy. Gonzaga had Adam Morrison, I think it was 10 years ago. I might be off on that. But congratulations to Baylor for winning the NCAA championship and putting a nice little bow on March Madness. I saw some basketball games last night. There was a Kings game last night. They were playing in Minnesota, and they had fans in the stands. Like, you could hear the fans in the stand. You could hear the booing. One of my favorite things about basketball games is when the refs mess up, like, the crowd will let you know, and you got a chance to hear that yesterday. Like, you could kind of hear, if you were watching sports where they were pumping in the crowd noise, the one thing that we were missing with the artificial crowd is when the refs or the officials would screw up. And, like, if you're watching a football game and you got like 60,000 200 Niner fans. I'm kidding. No, you got like 60,000 football fans all booing the referees for making the wrong call. Well, the people controlling the sound at the sports games were being pretty kind to the referees, because you never heard any booing last night. But the first thing I heard yesterday was booing. I'm like, all right, sports are back. Hey, real quick, and then good morning, Rachel. How are you? Oh, by the way, Rachel on Facebook is a part of history now. She's working with a COVID vaccination clinic. So congratulations to you and your new job. Real quick COVID update. I don't know if you've heard or not, but we are on the brink of, or getting ready to toe the line of, a possible fourth surge with, yay, some stronger variants of the virus. So, Operation Vaccination, if you get a chance to, please check out our website. It's got vaccination locations. Stanislaus County and a lot of places have dropped their vaccination restrictions. So anyone over the age of 16, for the most part, can go get a vaccine now. I've got my second dose coming up in 8 days. Ooh, 8 days. After 8 days, no, 8 days would be 14, 21, 22 days, and I'll be fully vaccinated with that Moderna. So I think that makes me 94% vaccinated against COVID. I don't know. Fingers crossed. Anyway, today is also National Caramel Popcorn Day. So, I mean, I don't not need the help. I'm getting better at it, though. And you got your first yesterday. Hey, congratulations. I've talked to a couple people now, and I got some side effects too. My side effects weren't terrible, but I had a 2-day-long headache. That was about as bad as it got for me. And that night, I didn't realize that lethargy, like being lethargic, was part of the side effects of the Moderna one. And that night, I was pretty down for the count, tired-wise, but otherwise, it was a sore arm and it was a headache. And Cindy, yeah, I think you've got some extenuating circumstances that kind of stands in your way. I don't blame you for not getting it. I think you've had enough pumped into your body lately. Hey, today's National Caramel Popcorn Day. And the reason I'm bringing it up is not because I have a love for popcorn. In fact, I think caramel popcorn is kind of gross. But my kids went up and they visited my mom for Easter. My kids haven't seen my mom since before Christmas because of COVID. And so they finally got up and they got to celebrate Eastmas with my mom, Easter and Christmas together, right? So when I went to go pick them back up, they came home with all sorts of Christmas presents. And there were a couple in there for me as well. I'm Jewish, but my family still celebrates, and I celebrate with them, whatever. So I got my popcorn tin, and on the front it has like all the flavors in there. We got the butter popcorn and the cheese popcorn and the caramel corn, right? So I'm excited because a popcorn tin is one of my favorite things. You guys, I have only had some of the cheddar cheese popcorn out of this tin, right? And not even that much. Okay, here's what's left of my cheddar cheese. This is what I had. When I got the cheddar cheese, it was already open. Already open, and my Christmas popcorn tin that was a gift was also the caramel popcorn, which I have not had. Happy National Caramel Popcorn Day. And the butter popcorn, for some odd reason, really got taken. Like, if you look at what's left, lots of caramel popcorn because it's awful. Lots of cheese popcorn. Maybe they were being kind because they know that was my favorite. And then, like, they really went through the butter popcorn. When I say they, I'm saying my mom and my sister because they're the only two that had access to it. So, Merry Eastmas to me. I got a mostly eaten tin of popcorn with, I'm going to say, 2/3 a bag of caramel popcorn, 2/3 a bag of stale butter popcorn now. Like, and here's the thing, because, yeah, it's in a tin, but the tin got, like, knocked around, so it's not, and it was never airtight to begin with. So since December, this butter popcorn's just been left half open in a tin. Oxygen is its worst enemy. So I was gifted stale popcorn for Eastmas this year. And that really is love. I love every second of it. Actually, I love the tin. I utilize the heck out of these tins. Do you guys utilize these tins? What do you use them for? Anyway, all right. Hey, we're going to hop back to the radio side of things. So if you want to meet us with us back there after 8 o'clock, we'll have your Fast Money keyword. Again, it's a chance to win $100 and get qualified for $25,000. So your first money for the $25,000 Fast Money keyword is going to come up right at 8 o'clock. If you miss it 8 o'clock, we'll mention it a couple more times during the hour. Donna, this wasn't portion control. This was theft. There's 3 bags in here. A reasonable person can assume that when they get a gift with 3 bags of popcorn, that the popcorn is going to be closed. If I call my mom and she says that neither her or my sister opened these bags of popcorn, I'm going to be really concerned for myself, because then who opened them, who is eating them, and what they put in there? Because I just dove right in. Like, I just threw caution to the wind and said, you know what, I'm going to go for it. The butter is really stale, though. It's been open since Christmas, I can tell. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. Fast Money keyword coming up, 8 o'clock, your first one, your second one, 9 o'clock. We're going to have one every single hour up until 5 o'clock today. Also, right around 7:40 this morning, Godzilla vs. Kong, back in the series, cruising for a second week in a row. Everybody I've talked to that's seen Godzilla vs. Kong has said that it was a really fun movie. I can vouch for that because I also watched it with my son. Even if you're not a Godzilla Kong fan, this whole Titan universe has been really fun, and they do a lot of callback to some old movies that I've seen with my son that he was really into also. So if your kids connect with this, you're going to want to watch it with them, because like my son really connected with this. So anyway, your carload pass to check out Godzilla vs. Kong coming up around 7:40, and your first Fast Money keyword at 8 o'clock. And on that note, I'll talk to you at 8 o'clock right here on our stream.